statue, it shoots that projectile at you.
Okay.
And basically our key mechanic now is to basically dodge that projectile when it hits the globes.
Doing a presentation.
Go on. Then, whenever you shoot the projectile at it, then the door opens, and that's the way to escape this room, and then for every subsequent room all the way back.
Same mechanic. Okay,
and so this is the first time we're actually introducing it, and so this is the tutorial phase more or less of it. So all you have to do is get one of the globes to trigger with the ghost, and you see that the face is kind of large, so it shouldn't be too difficult for the player, especially since you can kind of use the pillar as a pick. And once it happens, we're going to turn all the glass in here into fracture mesh and shatter all of it, and the player is going to leave, and then going to go into the outro sequence to close where we're going. And so, I didn't really do a good job of explaining it while it was going on, but more or less, like, after the statue is released, it is going to come for you. And now, because it's more powerful, if you're in the dark, it's more or less going to be still moving towards you, even if you're looking at it. So, the problem of, oh, I need to use a flashlight, but every time I use a flashlight, it shoots this thing at me.
Yeah, I like that.
So after this tutorial, the player know basically like they can use the ghost particle to solve the globe puzzle. Also, that thing is going to chasing you. So right now it's more like an escape sequence, and then the player go back through all those 3 rooms and to an entryway, which is close before.
Yeah, we're gonna put I'm gonna put a couple extra examines inside the room to kind of give a little more information to the player about the ghost particle, particularly on the door that has the glass piece that has the Kraven Manor logo on it. That's something we discussed yesterday of kind of trying to lead them, or trying to give some kind of reasoning or something to explain why the globes are now lit and making noise.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, Ben, is the mouse sensitivity built into the mouse, or is the computer?
Yeah, press the minus button on the right below the mouse wheel. You got
really?
it.
Damn.
Yeah. Sorry.
Felt like I was playing a Twitch shooter.
So in the escape sequence,
because I play Halo.
you running out of the rooms you built to get in, starting with Wine Cellar Instance 3. Wine Cellar is one of the rougher areas for gameplay polish, unfortunately, but it is pretty much a gameplay complete. And show you what happens. So you enter back into the Wine Cellar. This door would lead to the kill room. You come down into this area, and as soon as you get around here, it's essentially the same layout as the Wine Cellar had been previously, except now there's additional changes for gameplay mechanics, including the statue. No idea where you just went. Okay. The statue behaves the same as it did in the kill room. If you look at it, he'll shoot you, and if you turn your flashlight off, he can move. The mechanic's also the same in that you need to get him to hit a globe in order to progress. That's where the roughness of the Wine Cellar comes in that the globe is not as well positioned as I should have made it, and so it gets a bit hard for him to hit it. There's also a bug. Actually, I think the bug may have been fixed, in which the projectile is simply too small, but we'll find out momentarily. This is something we can do it. In this area, I'm also going to be making more visual polishes. This is just extremely basic right now. We also have done no balancing yet on the statue's powers, so he's fairly tough. And dang it.
Okay, you don't solve it.
Solve it. Good.
Yeah.
So once you do solve this one, this door retracts, or this wall retracts to like the previous one, and you go up into that area. It's the bedroom. The layouts, I try to make the layouts the same in all the different areas, so it's kind of, the player knows where they are, and I just added new gameplay mechanics into them. So
You
Yeah.
can't scroll down.
There's a play level. Play level. Inside.
Oh, inside play level.
Play from here. No. I don't want to.
My computer's a nut job. I apologize.
It's cool. It tells you what package you're. You can check out that.
Yeah. Actually, all you have to do is you just connect that to Perforce in the editor.
God.
That may not be right.
There we go. So that's the wine cellar back there. Once you enter a new area, the door always closes and locks behind you, just to kind of trap you in so you can't backtrack. Mostly because the statue would freak out. He doesn't handle that too well. So you come into the bedroom, and again, it's pretty much the same as what it was in Instance 2, except the bed is now broken. The player, just like Instance 2, can't really seem to go anywhere, so they're only forced onto a single path. However, the door is locked, and when they turn around, they're now in a different area, and the statue is hidden here with them. So there's only one place for them to go, and that is this way. Oh god. Ow. And I think we now have the new mechanic where if you close the door, the statue can open it. In this area, we do have one of the globes, and again, completely placeholder. But if he shoots it and hits it, lights flicker, the door closes, lights go out, when they come back on, the statue's gone. So the player's feels a bit safer to explore again, and when you exit this area, you're back into the first room. So, and again, you're pretty much forced to go into one direction.
Mm-hmm.
So as you enter into the foyer kind of area, the globe starts to lower, and the statue spawned. And unfortunately, we're not in the persistent, so we don't hear them moving, which is supposed to be the indicator that there's a statue here. So the goal to open that door is to get the statue to hit that one globe. And he's gonna keep shooting me.
Yeah, don't solve the puzzle.
Trying to solve the puzzle. No, when you solve the puzzle, the door opens, and you are allowed to move into the library. And the library is just a prototype right now. But we wanted to try and make it a miniature wow moment. So as soon as you enter the library, you realize it's a bit different, even in terms of layout. Because the entire library has been put onto its side. So the door, of course, closes behind you, so you don't see out into the void. But the entire area, the entire library has been flipped. So all the clutter has fallen to the ground. There's also a lot of floating objects that you're allowed to use as a path. And the programmers made a zero gravity volume that will be filling the ceiling area right there. And so you actually see the bookshelves and the books all floating around. It just hasn't been implemented yet. Our main concern was creating a path for the player to travel. And so that's what I've been trying to prototype out. And so the final product will be a large play area built out of small objects you walk across. If you fall, the zero gravity hits you and you kind of get floated back up onto the path. Some of the thicker areas, so not the books, but things like sofas, that's where the statue will actually be, and it becomes kind of like a turret game, where the statue's shooting at you from this floating area, and you need to get him to hit certain globes that are across the room. Once you hit all four, there'll be 4 globes, and once you hit them all, the exit right there, the path is built to it, and you're allowed to escape into the entryway for the final boss battle. Which, thanks.
Yeah, so after walk through all these 3 room back to the entryway, the player go back to the entryway again, and the statue is still chasing him, and then the player will enter the final area. It's not built yet. I think it's going to build it, and it's the final area, and also it's the final boss fight. Actually, it's not really intense, but you have to have the player. I mean, have the statue shoot a ghost to the ghost door in our first entryway, and not end the story. There will have some script and open layer. happen there. Yeah.
In the ghost door, I don't know if it's already been said, but in the entryway, that main door has been locked the entire game, and it's going to look very demonic, and that's what we're calling a ghost door. And once you get there at the very end and have it open, it basically sucks everything out into this void area. We're hinting at it maybe being hell, and that's what the end of the game would be, is having the statue get sucked out through that void.
Okay.
The series of the ghost door will change based on the chapter. So when you progress chapter, you will always see the ghost door become a little bit weird. So that draw player attention, like maybe I can do something later for this door, and then actually the player will realize everything in the kill room. And when they lead the statue to the final area, they are trying to open that door by use the particle thing.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it connects to the endings, more some similar, suck everything in, it has some ending. Yeah. And
Like
that's the game.
Poltergeist or something. Like that sequence. That's probably dated for you guys.
Not at all.
So yeah.